Hey guys, today's project is brought about by the fading eyebrows of my headlight on my 2018 Toyota Fortuner. As you can see here, this part is fading already. I just painted over this. This is a stainless when I first got it from stock, and I painted it red back then to match the grill. So now it's fading. So I need to redo that, and I got some items today that will fix that problem. Okay, so I will walk you through how to get that repainted. Okay, so I'll see you in a little bit. You can take a look at it closely now. See that? All these little spots right there, that's already showing because the heat here is really, really bad. So it's causing that. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix that problem, okay? All right, so the very first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna pop the hood, okay? There's a latch right here. Just turn it and then pull the stand, insert it in there, and there you have it. Okay, so as you can see, I'm going to move the camera. There are just a few screws that needs to be taken off there. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Okay, and all you need is screwdriver. Okay, this one back here. Number two. Number three. And it is off. So just three screws, okay? We're gonna do the same thing to the other side. And if there's three there, obviously there's gonna be three here as well. Just be careful. If you drop this thing down there, you might not see it on the ground because it's gonna get lost in there somewhere. So just be careful. Okay. All right. Got them out. Okay. So the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna wash these, okay? And I have prepared my washing station over here. So what I have in here, make sure I'm getting this. So what I have in this bucket is a brush and some detergent, the detergent that I use for washing clothes, okay? You would I would really suggest that you guys use detergent because that will take the grease off of this. Okay, if you use just regular soap, much worse. Much worse is a wax with, what do you call that? Those soap and wax combination. You don't want to do that, okay? Because you're gonna end up having wax on this thing, and it's just gonna be a problem. You want the grease off of this, and you want all the dirt off of this, okay? So use detergent, okay? You can also use like a dishwashing soap because those things cuts grease, okay? All right. So I'm gonna turn on the water. All right. So now we got this soaked, and the grease should be gone. So now I could have stopped right there and start painting this, okay? But I want the paint to stick really good. So I went ahead and picked up a sheet of sandpaper. And the grit that I'm using is 1200, okay? So I'm gonna sand that part that's gonna show really good, but I will sand the other parts also where the paint will be holding, okay? So I'm gonna do that right now. Let's cut this thing in half. This will help smoothen the surface as well, obviously, while getting rid of all of that. Well, the red has turned into kind of orange now, but when I spray over this later, it's gonna be red again after a few coats and stuff, okay? Make sure that thing gets sanded really good. You want to see where you're at, rinse it, and right now what I'm doing is hand drying these things. Why you want to hand dry this thing? It's because if you let this thing dry by itself, okay, or naturally dry by itself, there's gonna be water spots, and you don't want to start your paint job with your surfaces having water spots, okay? I don't know, it may not have a big effect or whatever, but for me, I just don't want to start off like that, okay? I want to be able to have a nice stain free or watermark stain free surface before I start painting, okay? So I am absolutely drying these by hand to make sure that no cracks or crevices on this is wet, okay? Because there are lots of it, okay? So, and as you can see, it's squeaky clean, you know? I mean, you can feel that the detergent did a good job in removing all the dirt and all the oil and all that stuff, okay? So yeah, so this is very very dry as I get done with it, and we're gonna proceed to painting right away, okay? And I'm using a terry cloth to absorb all the water easier, okay? So that's good. Let me double check the other one. Let's double check that. Okay. And just want to remind you that the only part that will show once this thing gets installed back will be this part right here. So painting this part right here isn't, you know, it's not really going to be significant, okay, unless you're one of those who would like to paint them all and stuff. I don't even paint the underside of it because it doesn't matter, okay. So right there, good to go. Okay, I'm gonna go set up the painting surface. We get this painting going. Okay. All right, guys. If you thought for 1 second that I'm gonna have some sort of special spot for painting, a room, or a painting room, or painting box, you got that wrong. We're gonna do this thing right here. Okay. So it's above the surface and the edges aren't touching the stands, or in this case the half cinder block and the roof tile. The paint should be able to go on this thing without messing around with both of those items. Okay, so what I have here is a high temp spray paint, okay, red in color. And why did I choose a high temp spray paint? Okay, as you saw last time, okay, since this thing is right above the radiator, okay, even though it's outside a bit, it's still catching a lot of heat, and then it's also catching the heat from the outside weather, okay. And that's why it's causing all these bubbles and stuff, okay. So I figure that if I put a high temp spray paint on it, it should last longer, okay. And what I mean by longer is longer than, I don't know, 2-3 years and stuff, because it's been like 2 or 3 years since I painted this, okay. So it really did took a long while on regular paint anyway, but you know, having this high temp spray paint, it should last longer, okay. So we're gonna do some first coat, second coat, the whole nine, and I'm just gonna put that on time lapse. You guys pretty much know what will happen. You know, I'm just gonna paint this, wait, paint, wait, paint, wait. You know, you don't want to be a part of that. So I will just put that on time lapse, and I'll put you back on live or non-time lapse, or just regular video once I'm installing this thing back on. Okay. Right now it's very hot. It's like 35 to 37 degrees Celsius right now, so it's perfect time to paint. You know, so I'm gonna get on with this thing, and what I have here is a Bosny high temp spray paint. By the way, if you need a reference, okay. All right, guys. We will start with this, but I will show you the initial, okay. I've been shaking this, but shake it again. What we're gonna do right now, even though there's already paint in there, we're just gonna still do some dusting, okay. Basically what it is just you just putting some paint down. Okay, light dusting. Alright, so you guys already have an idea what will be happening here, okay? All right, guys. So after about an hour or so, and about, I don't know, about 6 to 7 coatings, we are finally ready to put this back on. Okay. So the first thing that you're gonna do is positioning of this. Okay, and knowing that there is a position where these slots, these things are going in these slots. Okay, so make sure you're all lined up. Okay. All right. So there you have it. You just gotta put the screws back on. There you have it. You got them on. So you're pretty much gonna do the other side the same way, and you'll be done. Okay. So I'm pretty satisfied with the job. Okay.